Why does he do this? Josh
Good
is a
job, that took forever,
monster.
but at least we got him.
What is up, YouTube? It's your wolf Paws with another Let's Game It Out reaction. The Satisfactory series is pretty funny, and I wonder what kind of nightmare he's planning to recreate this time. Will it have more conveyor belts or maybe pipes? But before we get started, if you enjoy React content, please consider subscribing and liking the video as it helps feed the algorithm, and thus it helps me a lot. Thank you. Let's get started.
Hey there, it's Josh. Welcome back to Let's Game It Out.
Hi,
Let's
Josh.
play some Satisfactory today.
Satisfactory
we love this game around
again.
here, where there are endless ways to shatter your bones. Oh, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's catch you up on what's happened so far. First, we built a wonderful, normal, working factory for like a second. Then it turned into this, then into this, and then this, and also some of this. Eventually, we reach nuclear power. It produces a lot of energy, but more than that, it produces beautiful, toxic byproducts. So much so that it hurt to exist here. And
it made
after that, we slid our way
toxic
over to
byproduct.
and this time we did it right. We erased all of this nature. We put down a beautiful working factory, and we can't forget about hypertubes, which is good for normal transportation or linking them together and going so fast you leave this dimension. Or if you split the difference, you can create a machine where we can aim this cannon back at our old base and see if we can reclaim that irradiated nightmare. And that's what brings us to here. So we have a couple of pressing concerns. Each and every one of those barrels that's actively...
Are you sure those are pressing concerns? Are we really sure about that?
Hurting me while I talk. That's okay though. I've got my handy dandy inhaler here, so whenever my health is getting me down... Anyway, let me give you the grand
a good copium
dose. Here we have sumptuous radiation issues, followed by even more radiation issues, and we're gonna have to figure this out fast, because I don't know what happened, but this place is definitely cursed now.
Oh yeah, it's definitely glitchy.
Oh, it looks like things have kind of come to a standstill.
Oh wow.
I guess it makes sense though. After all, over here on this side of our base, the land of nuclear power plants, there's been a couple of changes since we were last here. See, the last time we were in this base was before they added fluid to the game. And now that all of these beauties have been magically retrofitted, it requires not just these, which are uranium fuel rods.
The cured radio poisoning asthma medicine. Hey, this is the future, okay?
But it also
it's
requires
copium.
Water to cool the whole thing down, which obviously we don't have, based on this giant gaping hole, which means that we've got all of these plants.
It's invisible water
right now, which honestly is probably both good and bad. Good because no working means no nuclear wasty. The bad is these being offline means we don't have any power coming to our base. Don't worry though, we're gonna get this all back online, and the first step is gonna be getting all this radiation out of here. First things first, we're gonna need some items. Good thing we've got materials everywhere, not to mention stockpiles of the best stuff. A whole container full of things. The best stuff? Me with a detonator.
Oh no.
And you know what that means. I can't just blow this stuff up by hand, can I? Well,
nope.
It was worth a shot. Good to know where these things are anyway. So step one.
No, not the animals again.
Else I don't think reality is ever coming back together again. So we're gonna go all the way over here to the outskirts of this madness. I see you flying up there. Don't judge me. And basically, we need to figure out how to get all these barrels out from our base. Let's just use this convenient thing called a splitter, and then we'll build out a conveyor belt from there. And we'll just keep running this, and we'll just take it all the way to the edge here. I'm not really sure what the plan is, seeing as how there's nothing down here. But hey, at least it's getting all this waste away from the rest of my factories. And at the end of all this, we'll go ahead and put a nice big storage container. There you go, fellas. Welcome to your temporary new home. So while we wait for all of this stuff to finish filtering out of here, let's get some other vital stuff done. As mentioned for the time, none of these are working.
alright,
I know where there is working power though, and it's just one quick slide.
Take care, potato.
Ah, home sweet second
Have
home.
fun.
I missed you, security blanket of pipes and conveyor belts and materials.
Oh yeah.
We're not here for sightseeing. No, we're here for that power.
We're not here for sightseeing. Oh yeah, look at that sight. That was such a beautiful sight, isn't it?
Home sweet second home. I missed you, security blanket of pipes and conveyor belts and materials. Anyway, we're not here for sightseeing. No, we're here for that power. That dirty, environmentally unfriendly coal power. Let's just go ahead and connect one of these power lines, and let's go ahead and build all the way back. Starting from there, this is us, all the way back to our other base. Super easy to just run these forever. Don't worry, this isn't gonna take any time at all. And we always know when we're getting closer to home because the frame rate takes a dive and everything hurts. Although, now that I'm in the main part of the factory, I think all the radiation
I like how he's
filtered
staying with
out.
the
I'm not
radiation
taking damage
copium
anymore.
tank.
I'm so happy it's time to use my inhaler again. Anyway, where were we? Oh, hello. What the hell are you? Pet the lizard doggo. Don't mind if I do.
Wait.
Hello. What the hell are you? It's time to use my inhaler
Look
again.
at that.
Anyway, where were we? Oh, hello. What the?
No, I can't get the frame. Oh man, I got look at that. Blip. Blip.
Oh, what the hell are you? Pet the lizard doggo. Don't mind if I do.
Well, clearly
Okay,
he doesn't
well,
like
great talk.
the
Looks like the barrels are
radiation.
still coming, which shows that the process is working all the way to barrel heaven. And we know that for sure because look at our glorious radiation levels. Quite the radioactive vessel. And as we get closer, I'm really hurting. Now, in theory, this should be enough because the farther away we get, the lower the radiation goes. And if we're far enough away, the radiation goes away entirely.
Damn.
I don't want to lose this entire area to that. Isn't there a way we can get rid of this stuff permanently? Most other items in the game you can just throw in the little trash can here. Oh, but not these barrels. It doesn't want you to do that. All right, let's leave this for a second and come over here.
It doesn't want you to get rid of radiation.
Okay,
Damn.
so getting rid of stuff. We can't just grab an item, drag it out of our inventory, because then it goes straight here on the ground. And sure, we can throw these things, but no other items can we throw like that. So I wonder if there is any way we can... Oh, what the hell did that? You? You knocked me off? You guys think you're so clever, don't you, huh? Oh, well, we learned something new just now. Those guys can throw themselves off. So the question is, can we somehow attach the radiation to these fellas? And then just lead them off a cliff. Okay, hold on. I got an idea. Let's build out a couple of little platforms. And then let's add some walls. Okay. Hey, come back here. I have need of you. Come on, come on. Okay, better. Stay right there. I'm just gonna put something on top of you. Easy. Well, technically it's on top of him, but I don't think it's part of him. Nope, definitely not. So I think it's safe to assume that there's no way to actually attach this to these creatures. Well, thanks for trying. So for my next idea, we're gonna need one of these.
Well, at least that was
quick. That
quick.
lizard doggo that we saw? As you can see, it's a little bit timid if we get too close. But if we take these here pale berries, go ahead and just put them on the ground.
That's why.
He loves them, and now he trusts us. Aww. And now we have the message to see if lizard doggo found anything. Basically, now he has an inventory, and occasionally he'll find stuff and bring it to us. But we can also put things in that slot. And now it's just carrying it around while it follows us. So of course I think we have another question. Can this little guy carry a stack of barrels? Only one way to find out. Come on, little guy. Okay, where
poor
were
little
we?
dog.
You ready for a journey? Oh hey, he found me some flower petals. That's so sweet. I love you too. I'll take those. And here
Why?
you have these 258
This
barrels of toxic
hurts.
waste. And lizard doggo seems unaffected by the tremendous amount of radiation. Well, you know what happens next, right? Now let's see.
He's
How
such
am
a
I gonna
cute
get
doggo,
you?
though.
Wanna be down there? What if we build some platforms all the way out here? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Who's
Poor
a good
dog.
boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You're a good
Goodbye,
boy.
dog.
Oh no.
I'm so
Oh,
sorry,
no.
chat.
Oh, mission successful. Oh, let's do it
How
again.
does-
Hey
why
there,
does he
little
do
guy. I've got
this?
something for you.
Why does he do this? Josh
Good
is a
job, that took forever, but
monster.
at least we got him. Make yourselves at home in the
How
waiting
can
room.
you
Here, I'll even give you a
purposely
window to
kill
look
the
through.
poor
Alright, so here's the
doggy
thing. I've been doing some
lizards?
thinking, and I don't know if I can bear to watch them fall down onto the cliffs below. I mean, after all, look at these little guys. Look at those little faces. They deserve better than that. That's why instead, we're gonna use something else. Jump pads. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and... Excellent. Alright, I guess we need to test if it works.
What game is
Yep,
this?
all about
Animal
doing it. Come on, little
cruelty.
guy. Let's get
That's
you all
what this
suited
game
up.
is.
Okay. Okay. You know what to do.
I don't like
Well,
this,
I'm gonna go ahead and say
chat.
that was
Why
a
would you
rousing
share
success. And before you
this?
know it, our nuclear waste problems are solved. Okay, come on out, fellas. You look all ready for prime time. Let's not just wander them over here. Instead, let's aim a bounce pad back this direction, build a couple layers up, and we'll put the other bouncy thingy at the top
Why?
here. Okay, there you go.
What?
Oh, you guys spread each other out. Well, at least that one made it. Oh, God. And for this one, let's see if we can get nothing but net. Oh, close enough. Who knew that getting rid of radioactive waste would be so much fun? Okay, we only have a couple more to go here. Have fun, guys. Ah, that's a victory, looks like. One last straggler, huh? Now avert your eyes for this. Well, looks like that took care of the
Why is he
radiation.
so
Time
mean
to
to
deal
the
with the
poor
next mess.
lizards?
Getting all this back online. We do still have to deal with radiation, of course, because to
I
power
was
these
happy
plants,
before I
use
saw
uranium fuel
this.
rods. But it shouldn't be too hard to deal with. All we need to do is focus on the water part. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten that this one needs water too. First things first is we need to locate a water source. And you know, I think I know just the place. Oh yeah, and this reactor over here too. Okay, so all we really need to do is find some nice deep water.
I don't like him
doesn't appear
anymore.
to be terribly deep. Maybe it'll work anyway. Let's see. Time for some water extraction. Yep, looks like it's gonna be just fine.
Poor
Okay, now
this
all we need
chattel.
to do is run some pipes. Yeah, I'm sure this
Okay,
will be
calm
just
down.
fine, right? Pretty sure water doesn't naturally want to go uphill like that. But what do I care what water wants? I just care.
Calm down there. I'm not gonna take a man's livelihood for doing something unethical in video games, because then I'd have to report the entire of humanity for hunting animals in video games and the entire monster hunter community for killing all the cute monsters. And then I have to report myself because I hunted pigs for food and Minecraft.
That it connects. Okay, and with that all connected, the entire base still doesn't have power, so we need to draw upon our power lines that are from the other base. I'm glad that you can drag these power lines out over to a cliff and then right into a waterfall. Whatever, they'll allow it, so I'll do it. Okay, let's see, how are we doing? Water appears to be extracting at a perfectly whatever flow rate, and you can tell it's doing its job by this little thing here.
Wait, people came up with various torture devices for the Koroks in Tears of the Kingdom? What the? Huh? Why? I mean, I dragged those poor fellows with my impromptu carriages. They weren't always comfortable, but yeah. You probably killed over 1 million animals in PoE.
Because of the things doing things.
Do zombies count?
I totally understand how water works in this game. The important part is that if we come all the way over here and we check the pipes,
no, I
you
haven't
see
seen them kill
all the way
Slash.
here just fine. And if we look at the plant itself, water's all there, uranium's all there. Looks like power is back on the menu. And onward to the other power plants. All right, excellent. I think we've done some really fine work here. Let's see if everything connects as planned. Let's start with one initially. Well, doesn't appear to be any water getting here, at least not yet. What do you mean this weird, gross, illogical pipe system isn't working? I mean, if you take a look at our splitter here, this one's getting plenty of water, as is this part right here. Oh, wait, the flow sucks. So without really knowing what we're doing, we're gonna use this pipeline pump. Allows fluids to be transported 20 meters upwards. Okay, well, great. Work your magic. Okay, there we go. Looks like we have more flow coming through this thing, sorta. Water sure is weird. Ah, yes, much better. Full capacity in the pipes. That's what I like to see. Okay, how are we working, you big behemoth?
That sounds wrong.
Burning water too fast and occasionally offline. That's what we call progress. You know what? Why am I trying so hard? After all, this is a pretty large space. Let's see how many of these can fit. And then 2 and 3.
Damn, he's really draining the place, isn't he?
Okay, that seems better. We have a couple more.
God.
Quite a bit more.
What
I have no idea how many are in here. All I know is it's more than I had, and I hope it's enough to siphon up the entire ocean. Now it's time to get to the piping. Ta-da! Pipes, pipes, and more pipes. I spent a little time building just a couple of pipe systems.
Little
Here,
time?
let me give you the grand tour. Basically, they start here, and then they extend out here, and then they route over here, and then God only knows where they go next. Pretty much if there's ground
I did
to cover,
play
that's where we put
V-Rising,
pipes.
yeah.
And I do mean anywhere where there's ground to cover.
I played
Or if it's cliffs,
it
also now
with
pipes. Getting past
this
this first power plant,
when he
that's
made
right,
his first
pipes. And we just
playthrough
followed this
server.
very comprehensive pipe system. How you doing there, buddy? You having a
It's
good
fine.
time? And we just keep on going and follow where the pipes go until eventually
That's
we
a
make
lot
it
of
over where we
pipes.
can see water making it to all of our power plants.
Holy
Who would've
shit.
thought pipes were so easy? All you gotta do is just have so many running everywhere that eventually
Easy.
everything can connect and have water. And yeah, sure, when these things
Yeah.
are producing power, they also produce nuclear byproducts. But that's a solved problem. Everybody wins. And with all these
No.
glorious power plants up and working again,
Please
so too
stop.
are our factories. Yeehaw to beautiful, endless manufacturing. Oh, and don't worry, I haven't forgotten about this guy. I know we need to get water up here too, and I know that seems pretty daunting, but don't you worry, I've got an idea, so hold, please.
7 hours later.
And connected. See, that wasn't so hard to get water up here. All I had to do was build a couple of water pipes. A lot of water pipes. A lot of
Not
water
again.
pipes. Yep, this is what I did. I started with
Not
a pipe
again.
on the ground, ran it all the way to the start of my conveyor belt tornado, and then just kept building and building and building. And before
He
you know
really
it,
likes
fresh water
tornadoes,
straight from
doesn't
the
he?
source. And boy, howdy, is this doing amazing things to the frame rate. I'm just glad that it turned out putting all this pipe down was easy. That said, while I noticed the radiation nightmare is over, oh boy, have I noticed some cursed stuff still happening. You know, I think I know what we can do.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't want to waste all this beautiful manufacturing prowess.
You don't want to
for this
waste
gross
it?
thing, but I think I have
You're
an idea
already
to salvage our factory
wasting
and our frame
it.
rate. So let's head back over to Red Base, where we've got our hub. In the hub is where we unlock new milestones. And over here in Tier 7, we have something called aeronautical engineering. And in that, we have something called drones. Transports available input back and forth between its home and destination ports. I like the sound of that. So in order to unlock these things, we need to amass all of these items. And then we just feed it all.
If you have drones with items, why don't you just feed the drones the toxic waste and then have them put it in the middle of the weird crater at the bottom of the pit instead of throwing cute innocent animals? Why? Why? Why can't you just use the bloody drones? It will make your computer lag even more because they only hold 9 items, but technically if it's 9 items that are stacked, it's better and more efficient than using the poor animals. And no animal cruelty, you monster.
All into the machine, a big old button appears, which will send this cargo container right here into orbit. But before we do that,
because it doesn't get as many comments. Ain't that the truth of it? As a content creator, I feel that. It's almost as bad as typoing something, and people feel the need to correct you.
I have kind of an idea. Can you take an explosive to outer space
Fucking
for me?
social
Only one way to
media,
find out,
really
and
warping
launch.
things.
Okay, have a nice summer. Oh, that does work. Well, nice to see it's completely unaffected. And now, because of our generous contributions, we have fun new toys. So for starters, we can't just put a drone down right here in the sand. It needs to go in the drone port. Okay, I see how this works. It's like a little carrier thing. Batteries to power the drones go in here. And these are like in and out points for importing and exporting materials. Easy peasy lemon whatever. Couldn't be more simple. Okay, yeah, and drones fit right here. Look at that, ready to transport. Okay, first
The
things
drone
first,
looks
let's go ahead
kind of
and
like a
connect this
bee.
thing all the way
Pretty
through our
cute.
pile of crap. I mean, surely somewhere in here are batteries, right? Wait. Those look like batteries to me. Quickly, new conveyor belt, add a splitter, and now take some of those batteries. Now that these are well underway, we're gonna put 2 storage containers, one for the imports and one for the exports. And for stuff to transport, I'm just gonna use copper. Not for any reason, just because I have it. And now we need to configure the drone port. And
Because
we're gonna name
I
this
have
first
it.
port Sendy Offie. And now let's
But
move
you
a little bit
have-
away from this station here and add another drone port over here, and we'll set up another container. This one's gonna be just for receiving, and we're gonna name the second port Gimme Goodies. Excellent. And we're gonna set it up so that Sendy Offie has a destination port of Gimme Goodies. Oh, and the moment we set this up, look what's happening. Wait, don't leave without me. Let's see where this thing goes. Wow, we're really high up here. We're flying as high as my railgun even.
Damn. Oh,
Well, looks like it's going to the destination, and it looks like it's coming in for a nice, smooth landing. Oh, and here comes our supplies. Perfect, that worked like a charm. And then when it's done, it takes off in a perfect pattern to do some sweet air maneuvers before landing at its original pad again, to pick up more supplies before doing it all again. Kind of curious what I can do with this thing. Like, I see it doing all these evasive maneuvers, but like, if I build foundations and just intentionally try and get in its way, is it gonna know how to deal with this? We're about to
oh my
find out.
god. It's gonna go through it, isn't it?
Huh,
Yep.
It doesn't care at all. And then off it goes.
As a former game tester, I'm like, yep. I see where that's going.
Well, that's an interesting first test. If it doesn't care about collision, this gives me an idea. So here's my master plan. We're gonna use those drones to take all these luscious supplies and transfer them to our other non-cursed base. Because after all, we don't want all these supplies or all this luscious power to go to waste now, do we? Of course not. So one of the things, though, is that these drone ports actually take up quite a lot of space. And something tells me it's smart to have it.
I mean, regarding the collision thing, right? It's like you put it as a bug in the database, and most often than not, they have to make the decision: do we want to deal with collision bugs afterwards and fix a ton more issues, or do we just have a haha funny, it doesn't have a collision, it won't bother that many people, and continue on with our lives? That's kind of how it goes.
At least a couple, but luckily I think I know a place that's centrally located to all of our stuff that has virtually unlimited building space, and I think I know what we can use to help us out. Behold, my original train station. Back when you could make train station names really long. Those were the days. Anyway, we're gonna take a little trip because
They fixed that because of him.
Railway that doesn't give a crap about the rules of terrain at all. And now here we are underneath the world, where there's so much open space for us to work with. Anyway, look at all that space out there. Let's see if we can use it. First things first, let's make a platform for building on. Yes, perfect for a drone port. Just gotta run some power for it. You know, I'm fairly certain the thing will fly off even if we don't give it any materials, so long as we just tell it where to go. We're gonna tell this to fly to gimme goodies. So I think in theory, the moment I place this drone down, it should just take off. These sound like promising noises and promising behavior.
Nice.
Bye. Well, there it goes, halfway across the known universe, all the way to its destination, where it abruptly stops and then appears to maintain a holding pattern, along with this other drone, and I have no idea why. It's not because I put the foundations there, right? It's not like you cared about that before.
Is it because it's full?
Nope, they definitely still don't care. Wait a minute.
It's probably because it's full.
Is that why? Let's fix the power and find out. Oh, looks like that was the reason.
Never mind, it's the power.
Stuff's landing again. Okay, wait, now I have to know. If I leave it red, also known as no power, how many of you can be up here? Let's find out, shall we? Okay, now we have 4 total. We're gonna make sure to set them all to gimme goodies. Oh boy, and here they go.
I like how his Satisfactory videos, they don't, it's like they start off with an idea and then it goes into like ADHD madness where you're like, so we're going to do this, pretty other project. Let's go do that instead. It just evolves into absolute madness. Don't get me wrong, I like it, but it's also like very hectic as to what exactly you were watching. Like 1 second he's flinging animals of the pit because he wanted to get rid of toxic waste, and now he's just playing around with some drones and going like, I want to see how many drones can spin and go wee around the base.
Go. Stay in formation, pilots. What did I say about breaking formation? You might be asking yourself, why didn't I just build these things closer? Because then we couldn't have this amazing journey, and we wouldn't be able to see this glorious drone ballet. Okay, here they come. Let's see what happens.
Drone ballet.
I see. Well, I think we know what needs to happen next, don't
we?
Is
he's making a tornado of drones. It's making a tornado of drones.
So I've been at this for a little while now. I've built a couple of drones. The foggy view distance here stops you from seeing all that I've made, but let me tell you, there's a lot of drones here. In total, there's 384 drones here, quietly spread out underneath our base. And for each and every one of these, they're all set to go to gimme goodies. All right, so let's turn on the power. Oh boy.
Wait, that's a lie. There's one that has no destination. Sir, you missed one. You even showed it over that you missed one.
Go to gimme goodies. All right, so let's turn on the power. Oh boy, here goes nothing.
In about 15 minutes, 20, excellent.
My God.
Whoa, that looks really badass.
Seek fame and fortune.
Sorry, that looked really badass until the frame rate went to shit.
On their pilgrimage to the sacred gimme goodies. You know what I did back at the base too? Just to add some fun is I added a bunch of explosives to things. Not sure how that works, but I'm not gonna question it. You know, so we can get that real feeling like they're trying to be shot down. Evasive maneuvers, serpentine. And before you know it, here they are coming in to join the queue. Higher and higher and higher. Oh my God, what are we looking at? This is actually really pretty. Huh, you know what? I guess there really isn't a limit. It looks like this really can just keep going forever. ever. I mean, seriously, look how high this goes. There's my cannon.
God
There's
damn.
the drones. And here's how much higher they go. And boy, is it gonna be a long queue
Oh
to
my
land this
God.
station. Ah, one down. An eternity of drones left to go. You know, let's just use more traditional means to get our stuff from the other base. But let's tackle that next time. By the way, did I mention that I stream? I do. Link is in the description.
God
You should
damn
check
it,
it out.
this
So
is
I hope
madness.
you had fun. I know I did. And I'll see you next time.
I'll see you next time. Look at the amount of drones
Traditional
he
means.
builds. Look at them. Look at how many they are.
Drones. And here's how much higher they
Oh.
go. And
God damn it. I missed the frame. There we go. That is so high. Yeah. I don't appreciate the animal part in the beginning. I know, it's just a video game, it doesn't matter, but it still makes me sad because they're very cute animals. But other than that, very fun and creative video. I enjoy his stuff. I'll link you in a sec the thing as well. Thank you for watching with me and recommending it. I appreciate you. So stop recommending stuff to make me cry. Recommend funny stuff.